Hey, it's Trevor, and right now I'm going to tell you about the two best credit cards for college students. If you're just getting started with building your credit and you're trying to discover what the best credit cards are for you, these are two of the best. I just want to make kind of a caveat though, that since you're probably young and you're looking into this for the first time, you may not have a complete understanding of what credit cards are and how they work. And you kind of maybe know why you want to get one, but you might not have the best intentions with that. And that's okay. That's kind of how I started off too. When I first got a credit card, I went to a US bank branch when I was 18 years old. I asked for a checking account, and they asked me if I wanted a credit card with the checking account. So I said yes, and they gave me a credit card with a $2,000 credit limit. And at the time, I had no idea, what the responsibilities and repercussions were for using a credit card and, accruing debt. And unfortunately, I just did the dumb thing and I went out and bought stuff with it that I, didn't necessarily, wasn't able to afford at the time. And that's the trap that a lot of people fall into that are young, is they go out and buy things they want that they can't afford. And they say to themselves, that's fine, I'll just carry over the balance and I'll pay a few extra dollars every month. But they don't realize is that these interest rates on these credit cards are like 20 to 30% oftentimes, which is really high. And so if you're carrying over $1,000, $2,000, you're spending upwards of, sometimes as much as $100 per month once you get into like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 range, and just in interest alone. That doesn't even pay down the principal of the balance of your debt. So keep in mind that credit cards are useful for getting rewards on spend that you're already doing. So I would recommend using a credit card at the age of being a college student, of paying your cell phone bill or paying for your Netflix subscription or anything else that you normally pay on a normal basis. Let's just say grocery shopping and eating out and things like that. As long as you're not spending money that you don't normally spend or can't afford to spend, basically you just need to keep track of your finances. Okay, so before you go out and get a credit card, make sure that you do the right thing and keep track of your finances. Make yourself a budget. You know how much money you've got coming in, even if it's just from allowance or something from your parents. At least know how much you got coming in, so you don't overspend your money. The key to good financial wisdom is to make more than you spend and to save the difference. Okay. So with that said, let's talk about the two best credit cards for college students. One's going to be Chase, the other is Discover, and they have some awesome rewards and sign-up bonuses. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so the first card I'm going to talk about is the Chase Freedom card. Now, Chase Freedom is in three different parts here. One is the Chase Freedom Unlimited, the other is the Chase Freedom Flex, and the third is the Chase Freedom for Students. And that's the one I'll be talking about here. So if you click the link in the description below, you'll be taken to this page where you get a free sign-up bonus for me referring you. So you get $50 bonus after your first purchase is made within 3 months of the account opening, okay? So pretty easy to get that sign-up bonus. And it's fairly small for students, but the cool thing about the student card is that it'll help you build credit, right? And it'll get you a $20 Good Standing Rewards each account anniversary for up to 5 years, and you'll earn 1% cash back on all your purchases, which is great. Instead of using a debit card or using cash, you can get 1% cash back. So even if you spend like $1,000 in a month, you'll get $10 back, which is really cool. Or if you spend $2, you get $20, that kind of thing. So you make a little bit of money back with your spend, which is really nice, and you will build good credit. I think that's kind of the key here. Most people are looking to build good credit. The other thing is you can earn a credit limit increase after making 5 monthly payments on time with 10 months, within 10 months from the account opening when meeting credit criteria, okay? And that's one of the keys here, is that you really want to get used to making 5 monthly payments on time. Because once you get into that 6 months, 12 months of monthly payments, you really get used to it. What I highly recommend doing is, when you get this credit card, is to set up automatic payment from your checking account. And then always make sure your checking account has plenty of money in there, and don't spend more than you can pay off in full every single month, okay? So of course, there's no annual fee with this card, which makes it really good, and it's definitely one of the best to sign up. Your cashback rewards do not expire, and you'll get additional benefits. You'll earn 5% cash back on Lyft rides, which is a lot of money. So if you take Lyft to college, or you have to take Lyft to work or something like that, you'll get the benefits here. And with your string through March. So through March. So I'm not sure exactly how much longer after March 2022 it'll last, but I'll be checking up on that, making a new video every single year. So that's fine. You also get a complimentary 3 months of DoorDash, it looks like, which is really cool. Saves you a bit of money there, okay? So you can apply here. And once you get some good credit later on, you can apply for their Chase Freedom Flex and Chase Freedom Unlimited cards with have more bonuses and more rewards and things like that. But it definitely does require some credit limit. Let's talk about the next one. The Discover It Cashback. That's one of the first cards I got because I really liked how they have a 5% cash back on revolving categories. If you click the link in the description, you'll come here, and you'll get a $50 statement credit when you apply through my referral link and you make your first purchase in 3 months of being approved. Okay, and you get to choose your card design. But the key with this card is that you'll get, let's see here, no annual fee. And the rewards are 5% on revolving categories each quarter. I'm not sure here it is. 5% category purchases over the quarterly minimum, and all other purchases earn 1% cash back. Okay, and the categories change each quarter. Okay, so sometimes they'll be like, Costco, sometimes they'll be Home Depot, sometimes they'll include gas stations, things like that. The other cool thing is there's a cashback match, which is basically their version of a sign-up bonus. The way it works is they'll match the cash rewards that you earned on your card from the day your new account is approved through your first 12 consecutive billing periods, whichever is longer. Which is really cool because if you use this card a lot, which is what I did when I first got it, in the first 12 months, you'll get a nice fat bonus at the end of the 12 months. So instead of giving you a sign-up bonus within a few months of opening, they give it to you after a year of opening. But that's really cool. You can use your rewards for cashback, Amazon, and definitely other ways as well. Okay, so Discover is a great bank, and definitely apply here if, when you're younger, but, you don't have much credit, you can still apply. One of the keys here, I was going to give you guys a tip, is that when you want to establish credit and you want to get one of these cards, the best thing you can do is actually ask your parents or a sibling to add you as an authorized user on their credit card. That's what I did to my cousin when she was growing up, and she was only 16, 17 years old. I added her as an authorized user to one of my credit cards, and I was already 26, 28. And what that allowed her to do is actually to get a credit score at a young age, even though she didn't have a credit card yet. So it looked like she had a credit card, but she didn't actually have one. And so she was able to have a credit score already by the time she turned 18. And then getting one of these cards was just a breeze to her. But the key was I didn't just stop there. I actually taught her some really good foundations about finance and personal finance. And these keys that kept her from spending a bunch of money that she didn't have and going into debt and stuff. I told her, never use this card unless it's for something you're already buying. And, what I would recommend is just hiding it from yourself. Don't even have it in your wallet. Use it for things that you already spend on. If you're already using it for, for your cell phone bill, for instance, you don't need to have it in your wallet. If you're going to go out and eat, right, then yeah, you'll need it in your wallet for that, obviously. But maybe don't put it in the front, put it in the back. Out of sight, out of mind. Don't think of it as free cash. Think of it as debt. And it's just a way to earn a reward on your spending, but you really got to keep a really good foundation of your finances in place when you do it, okay? So keep that in mind, folks, and I really hope that you were able to achieve, a good credit score at a young age, and that you're able to stay responsible with it because, when you get older and you have good credit, you'll be able to finance lots of things like a new car and a house and things like that if you find yourself wanting to do that. All right, well, I really hope you enjoyed that. Definitely go try to apply for that Chase Freedom Student one. I think that's one of the best ones to start with. And see if you can get approved for that Discover It card as well. If you have trouble getting approved for one of these credit cards, don't fret. A credit card denial isn't necessarily a bad thing. It might be a good thing because you can know that you need to work on your credit a little bit before you can get approved. But most of the time they'll approve you with little to no credit just because that's what those cards are made for. If you cannot get approved at all, if you find yourself just not getting approved for some reason, you can look for secured credit cards. Okay, and if you type that in, best secured credit cards, one of my videos will probably pop up. You'll be able to see all the different secured credit cards that you can look for. Basically, the way secured cards work is they're kind of like a debit card. You have to put money onto them first, and then you can spend it, not the other way around. And that way, it kind of protects you from going into debt. And then you'll earn rewards when you spend money. So it's actually one of the best ways to protect yourself if you have bad spending habits and stuff from going into debt, which is very dangerous with credit cards, traditional credit cards. Okay, so keep that in mind, folks. Secured credit cards, really great. Click the link in the descriptions below. You'll get my referral bonus sign up for if you get approved for the card. And check out my blog, trevorfenner.com. There's lots of other great articles there as well. Okay, thanks so much, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Hit that like button. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.